Bernie and Kerrigan, how are you this afternoon?
Oh my God, love the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see them at first, so.
I was like, I just see a black screen. But we're doing great. I'm doing great. Feeling blessed. Belly's full. Been good. It's been a good day.
I mean, it was a very stressful episode to watch last night. But it looked like, at the top of the episode, you're like 5 hours behind, and then everybody catches up, and then you dropped back down to the back of the pack again. Do you know exactly what happened there?
Well, 25 pounds of rice.
uh,
If we're gonna start anywhere.
that part. No, so I think what ended up happening is we, for whatever my reason, not whatever my decision, we flipped roles when we shouldn't have flipped roles.
We have like a game plan about what our strengths are and how that was gonna complement us in the race. And that day we,
for whatever reason, we hadn't even agreed, because when we knew we were going to a rice field, I asked him, like, do you know how people pick rice? Like, what does that look like? Because I'm assuming that's what we're going to have to do is pick rice. I have no idea what that looks like, but we're going to post like do it. And we assume it's going to be something labor related, which again, we agreed if it's more labor tense, I should do it. But for whatever reason, we get there, I read the clue, and I'm like, Kerrigan, you do it. And she's like, we just said you were going to do it. I'm like, I know, but I think you should do it. Like, okay, she's doing it. So then I give her the labor job. So now she's dead tired. The sun is hot. She's red. She's tired. I get it. It's hot. So then now I have to be the navigator, which is her role. So then I read the Google Maps incorrectly, and I take us on a whole 3-mile mission the wrong direction. So I think that's what really went wrong on that leg is we didn't stick with what we're strong at. We were trying to even out the playing field, like have her do 2, me do 2. So I'm not doing more of the work than she is.
As opposed to like being in the moment and assessing like what the best one was. I also feel like, which I didn't notice, and obviously you wouldn't know, right? Until you watch it, is like when we were in the waterfall grabbing the water, our whole watch party was like, wait a second, the water looks deeper. And so I think like all the ATVs coming through it, like everybody had like their mud, the tires, the wheels created like more mud and more water for me in the when we got the clue. And then when I was in the rice field, like seeing even Mark's shoe got stuck, like my shoes were like caked of mud. And so like taking that rice bag was like so hard. I was like, why is this so hard? Like it's not heavy, but like I was just so muddy and stuck in my feet. And I think there was like so many little things that like kept setting us behind like that it caused a chain of events, right? Like I was telling Bernie, like we saw one team, when they get to Panjor, like Anna and Jonathan and Josiah and Alyssa are like, let's get as close as we can to the demo, right? At the rice and at Panjor. And so when you're already kind of behind and you have to be like furthest away from the demo and furthest away from the supplies, I think it just keeps adding that chain reaction.
And not even like that, the chain reaction also of like the emotional stress. People don't like, I think people think they know what it is, but they don't really know what, and even us, I didn't realize how much of that stress of like, girl, we're at the freaking bottom
and
again.
Being 3 hours behind, like you said.
We already went through a whole emotional roller coaster for 5 hours. Like, dude, are we gonna see Phil when we land to Bali? Like, is he gonna just be there, be like, hey, you've been eliminated? Because I swear to gosh, I'm gonna fight somebody. Phil, move out of the way.
Yeah, don't fight Phil.
So then that having all that emotion, and then like, okay, look, we're back happy. We're here with everybody. Let's do it. Let's get it. Dang it, we messed up. We didn't make the right decision. I should have done this. Now we're more behind. Dang it. Now we're lost even more. Like we're really at the end. Like just the stress of knowing we're at the bottom. It's a lot of mental strength and like practice to be able to tell yourself like, it's okay. We got this. Let's stay positive. It's okay. We got this. Like it takes some practice to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, I think we could tell, I think your time on the race, your emotions ran pretty high. Is there anything that you feel like you learned about each other and about yourselves while you were out there that may help you going forward?
I think I need to just be stronger and like not be so much pressure on, like sometimes I felt like I was letting my partner down, and it's really hard to come back from that. Like when you're in last place, when you're maybe doing something that you're not the best at, I think it's easy to be like, okay, we got this, like this is hard for every team. But when you feel like your partner is watching you struggle with a challenge that like would have been cake for them, it's really hard to be like, shoot, I made a mistake. And then you're in the spiral of being like, I'm so bad at this. They would have already been done. Now I'm letting them down. Now they're upset. Now we're both upset. And it's that one I feel like I need to be like, you know what? It's fine. Like, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get through it quickly. And instead of feeling like I'm letting this person down.
And in vice versa to that, piggyback on that is me learning that finding a way to keep empowering her, to remind her like, you're not letting me down. I know you're trying your best. It's not about comparing who can do it faster, who can do it better. It's more about just working together to get this done and then keep moving forward. Me personally, I'm competitive. I already know this about myself, very competitive. I love to win. I do everything that it takes to win, but I'm also a personal trainer. I know how to encourage people. I know how to remind them like, no, you got this. You're the best. You're also capable. And just for me, I do a lot of things on my own and I encourage people separately. But when it comes to like togetherness, learning to, it's okay to not be in control. And again, I trust her and she knows that I trust her, but I wasn't giving the space and doing the actions to also show her that I do trust her. When she has the idea, especially when it comes to navigating, me being like, yes, let's do it, instead of me being burning and being like, are you sure? I, for whatever reason, think it's over here. I have no reason why it's over here, but I just think it's over here.
Just all of the way, bro. She's like, I just feel like it's this way. I'm like, okay, well, it's not.
Well, and I think, as you said, you're also in this pressure cooker, and it's impossible for someone who's never been out there. Like, I've never been out there. I've talked to like 100 racers, but I will never know what that's like. And
No,
I think
exactly.
viewers
Like,
definitely won't.
no, exactly. It's completely different being in there like that. That's probably the biggest lesson learned is you can't really even practice that either, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, we've gone through a lot of hard things together. We've supported each other through life when life is lifing, but it's never been that type of emotional stress.
Yeah, when you get lost on vacation, it's not a big deal, right? You go to the wrong beach,
vacation,
it's fine, right?
We got time to kill. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
At that point, I'm just gonna let her do her, and I'm gonna like be like, okay, I know it's over here. I'm gonna let her walk a mile.
Yeah,
this
we're on
way.
vacation. Let me get my steps in anyways. Fine, we'll come this way for a little bit.
I get a little extra tan. You can't do that on Amazing Race.
Like, every decision matters. It's a lot.
So maybe it was that timing thing, because sometimes I just let her navigate, and then she's like, oh, you were right, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, right?
It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. This is
Amazing Race. It was a big deal. My bad. It is a big deal. I messed up. I'm sorry. Don't be angry.
So one more thing I really want to know. I know you guys are pressed for time here, but I love knowing everybody's journey to get on the Amazing Race. So what was your experience with the show prior to coming on, and when did you decide to apply, and what was that process like?
So personally, I applied 4 years ago with one of my football teammates. I know, my band, but this is also before I kind of knew more about the show. I'm just very competitive, and I started watching like Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so totally like up my alley, something I should be able to do. Thought I could find a partner to do the Amazing Race with. Little did I know they actually like more, not so much about competing, it's more about, the relationship,
the story.
the story. And I was like, oh my gosh, I still have the perfect partner, Kerrigan. So a year prior to getting a call and doing the whole interviewing stuff, we had gone to Puerto Rico and we decided to record our Amazing Race audition. But if you know us, we took probably what,
3 hours.
3 hour of content, and I'm not an editor, so I'm over here trying to. And at this point, she didn't really care.
I wasn't bought in yet. I wasn't bought in.
Just like, okay,
yeah, like,
whatever.
Here comes my friend with the other crazy journey that she wants to take me on. Like, fine, you know what I mean? Probably won't even happen. They're not even interested in somebody like me. Her, yeah, probably.
She's great too. Okay, you just don't know. We're gonna work on that. She's just the shit. Okay, she's the shit too.
It's clear you're both awesome. It's very clear.
See, yes.
And you have to be, because you wouldn't know how to say it.
No, exactly. But what was it?
So yeah, we just had this giant audition tape, and I didn't help her edit it because I was like, "This is on you, fam." And so she never like turned it in.
I said, "Well, then, girl, we're gonna have to re-record this because I don't know how to edit 3 hours into 3 minutes. My brain hurts. I don't have the phone. I don't know what I'm doing really. So no, I'm not doing this right now." But then a year later, I get a call being like, "Bernie, I know you applied a few years ago. Would you want to apply again, but with a different partner that you actually know? And I said, oh my gosh, actually, a year ago, I wanted to apply with Kerrigan. Yes, I would love to apply. One thing leads to the other. Actually, it was kind of a fast process. I feel like I blinked and we're packing, and I blinked again and we're in
I just feel like I
LA.
did like an interview, and then all of a sudden Phil was like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "No, hold on, wait,
Like, yes, okay,
wait,
let's
I'm on like
run.
the Amazing Race right now."
And yeah, now Kerrigan watches a lot of it, and we just continue to write down different tips and tricks on how to make sure we are successful next time, because we don't lose. We learn here, okay? We are just learning. Our journey isn't over, because we will win at the end, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Just wait for it, okay?
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Exactly. Yes.
You got the fighter spirit here.
Yes.
Well, thank you both so much for talking to me. I really, really enjoyed getting to know you over the course of the race and having the chance to talk to you today. And don't be strangers, okay?
Yes,
We
neither
won.
with you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
All right,
you.
you.
thanks.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.